iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans, to the Knoxville Raceway, home to the opening round of the American Sim Racing Club. It's the Pro Dirt Series, presented by Tagarè Property Management. We welcome all the race fans here tonight from the American Sim Racing Club to watch some great racing action from the dirt track right here at Knoxville. Some call it the sprint car capital of the world. Well, tonight, the taxi cabs will take to the dirt here, and they will spray a little bit of that dirt clay all around this surface. The white walls that are on down there, down in turns 1 and 2, they will not be white by the end of the night, that is for sure. 23 drivers have logged in here tonight at Knoxville for the season opener for the American Sim Racing Club. Well, we're going to see which one of these drivers will be able to pick up the first ever win here for the series. And, well, that pole war, that time trial winner here tonight, there's a lot on the line. Points out through the top 10 in the time standings, in the time trial standings here tonight. So we'll see who will be able to snag a couple bonus points before we even go racing here tonight. Well, race fans, we got to welcome you here. My name is Roger Muth with the Turn 3 Racing Network. I'm up in the booth here tonight bringing you all the pictures here at Knoxville Raceway. So we welcome you here. And I don't know about you, but this series has been in the work for months coming. Of course, we got to thank all the admins that have us here tonight. David, Andrew, Brett, and Tim Rogers. We thank each and every one of you for contacting us, getting us involved here to bring all the race fans here the racing action. I'm pumped up because we have a great season on tap here that we will be heading to some great tracks. We will be headed, of course, right here. We're at the Knoxville Raceway before we head all around the country. The USA International Speedway, we will make a stop there. Down in Volusia, we make a stop. Weedsport, Williams Grove, Lima Land, Lanier. Of course, Knoxville, we have 2 races at Knoxville this season. Fairbury, Eldora, the famous Eldora Speedway. Charlotte, the dirt track at Charlotte, that is. And, of course, Cedar Lake, one of the newer tracks here onto the iRacing.com platform. We will make a stop there. It's a great season of racing action. Does look like all 23 drivers have officially turned in a lap, and this driver here, the driver of that 05 here tonight, Eric Lake, has pulled off the top spot here tonight in qualifying, so he will get awarded a couple bonus points here tonight. So congratulations to Eric Lake for taking home the first Fast Time award of the season. Eric Lake will drive that number 5, and we'll see here in just a little bit if he'll be able to pick up the heat race number 1 win. He should be scheduled to roll off heat race number 1. Well, we got to give a huge shout out there. Of course, Doug Ungari's wife tuning in here tonight, one of the drivers here with the American Sim Racing Club. So, to Doug's wife, we got to give a huge shout out to her. Of course, Big Al Smith tuning in out there, one of the co-announcers here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, produces a lot of dirt shows here. Al tuning in tonight. We thank each and every one of you tuning in, but it is time to take us down trackside for the first starting lineup here of the season. So as we get ready, this is your starting lineup here for heat race number 1. It looks like it will be 8 cars. And those 8 cars look like this. Mr. Fast Time, Eric Lake, will start the 05 machine out of Michigan. He will start on the front row. Well, if you're a Turn 3 follower, you know this name here tonight. The driver out of Tennessee, the 399 Esports, number 51. This is Jacob Lassiter. Starting back in P number 3, driving car number 13 out of Carolina. This is going to be Josh Cottle. Starting back in P number 4, this is going to be the driver of the 942 here tonight. 942 driven by Brett Carlton. Starting back in P number 5, driving car number 4, it's the Ironman Motorsports driver. This is Jamie Beasley. Starting back in position number 6, he drives car number 710. That is the 710 machine of Dan Plumley. Starting back P number 7, also driving for the Ironman Motorsports number 24, this is Richard Pruitt. Starting shotgun to the field here, heat race number 1, position number 8 tonight. It's going to be John Kane driving car number 29. That is your 8-car field here tonight for heat race number 1 for the American Sim Racing Club. Presented here tonight by Tagarè Property Management. We got to give a huge shout out here before we go racing to all the fine men and ladies over there at Tagarè Property Management based out of Virginia. We thank you for your support here tonight as we get ready to go racing. All 8 cars, you see them out onto the speedway. They did make their way to the starting lineup. That means we're going to go racing this time by. Put 10 laps on the board here, and let's see what we can sling a little dirt with these taxi cabs tonight. A slow start there, but a great start. 10 laps the distance here at Knoxville. Heat race number 1 is out there, and it's going to be a great start by that 05 machine as he'll lead down the back straightaway. Right on board with Tagarè Property Management onboard camera here. The rear bar camera, absolutely one of the most beautiful shots in all of racing. Jacob Lassiter up the speedway, though, right there out of turn number 4. Lap number 1 going to go to the driver of that 05 of Eric Lake. So Lake leading lap number 1 here tonight. Battle back here for that 4th spot. A little bit of a slide job there by Dan Parmley. That's Parmley there in the 710 entry. He just slid up in front of Brett Carlton. Carlton, of course, driving that 942 entry. So heat race number 1 going absolutely beautiful here tonight for these drivers. A little contact there between Carlton and Parmley. They were able to gather it up and keep going, but they did make a little contact down there in 3 and 4. Everybody still trying to get their wits here tonight. Here comes Carlton down to the inside, trying to make that bottom side of the speedway work. You see a couple cars up to the outside there. That was the number 4 of Beasley. He's working that outside with the Mountain Dew number 4. These battle right here still rages on with Carlton and Parmley. Parmley now losing the spot to Carlton. He got that position, and now he is trying to walk away. He's driving right now in P number 4. A nice solid line right around the bottom side. They're still battling though up in front of him also. There you see Cottle and Lassiter on the screen. The 13 driven by Josh Cottle here tonight. Let's check it at the line. The fast times here with just 5 laps to go. Now it's 4 laps to go as they came across the timing and scoring stripe. Fastest car on the speedway was Jacob Lassiter. 18.17 to Cottle's 18.19. They're running down your race leader of Eric Lake. See, Eric Lake has got into the outside walls. We ride on board with him. Couple more times around the speedway here for Lake, but the battle still for second. Those are still the fastest 2 cars on the speedway. Last time by, Jacob Lassiter was a full 1/10 of a second faster as we have 2 laps to go. That time by at the line. It's a 3-horse battle here for the race lead, for the race win here in heat race number 1. The track here looking absolutely beautiful, that is for sure here tonight. White flag going to go in the air for heat race number 1. See the 13 of Josh Cottle. He has now closed in on Eric Lake. Lake got a great run off of turn number 2. The final time through turns 3 and 4. It is going to be Eric Lake picking up heat race number 1. It's going to be the 13 of Josh Cottle picking up P number 2, Jacob Lassner. Brett Carlton, Dan Parmley will round down the top 5. Beasley, Pruitt, and Kane will round out your 8-car field. So Lake will pick up a heat win along with his fast time qualifying here tonight. So he is 2 for 2, batting a perfect 100% here tonight. Starting lineup here for heat race number 2 coming to the grid. And this is how they're going to line up here for heat race number 2. Starting on the front row, driving out of Pennsylvania, right down the road here from the Turn 3 Racing Network studios, this is going to be Brian Wilderson. Starting in P number 2, the driver out of Michigan, driving car number 71, this is going to be Brett Hahn. The driver out of Montana, the Turn 3 Racing Posse 00 tonight, driven by Doug Ungari, will roll off from P number 3. Starting at P number 4, it's going to be Joel Phillips. A late entry here tonight. The number 78 will start P number 4. Starting in the 5th position, the Downforce Sim Racing group, the number 93 of Andrew Payne will roll off 5th. Glenn McTavish and car number 939, the driver out of Canada, will roll off in position number 6. Starting back in position number 7, the OG Racing number 86. This is going to be John Senyu. And starting shotgun on the field out of Carolina, driving car number 63. This is going to be Drew Cox. He will start in the 8th position. So Drew will have the chance here to go from the back all the way to the front here in this heat race. This, of course, heat race number 2 out on the track here tonight. So another 8 cars will take the battle here to see which one of these guys can notch their name here into the record books here for the first ever race for the American Sim Racing Club, presented by Tagarè Property Management. Another 10 laps is going to be the distance here as they will get the green flag this time by. What do you say, race fans? We thank you all for tuning in here tonight. The green flag is coming out here on heat race number 2. A little bit of a slow start, but put 10 laps on the board, and we're racing. The battle is for second position, though. It's Ungari and Brett Hahn. It's Brett the Jet, number 71. He's going to hold off the driver out of Montana here tonight. Battle back here, it looks like. It's going to be car 86 of Senyu to the outside. Oh, he's going to tag the wall there. The 86 of Senyu up into the outside wall. That Luke Oil entry. A little contact. There goes McTavish. He spins it around in car number 939, but he will keep going. We stay green flag racing. 4 cars under a blanket as they come across the start-finish line here. 8 laps to go and 4 cars. Call it 5 cars because Andrew Payne is right there, just a couple car lengths back. Ungari trying to pack down the outside lane to see if there's anything up there. Joel Phillips, though, working the inside of the speedway. He'll pull side by side in the corner. But out of turn number 4, though, it will be the 00 of Doug Ungari, rocket shipping back ahead. Ungari going to try and thread the needle, go down to the bottom side. He's going to cross over. Caution lights onto the speedway here with 7 laps to go. Looks like John Senyu. Oh, boy. Race fans, we have the first turtle here of the season. There you see car number 86. So John has gone up and over. He had to take the quick immediate tow back to pit road. Or see what happened to John in the 86, what caused him to go up and onto the roof here tonight. Let's take the look back. Lost it coming out of turn number 4 and hit the outside guardrail and just up, over, and on the lid for John Senyu. Right on board with our Tagarè Property Management onboard camera. I just got crossed up, but a very easy thing to do here on a very fast Knoxville Raceway surface, and it's just not the way you want to start here tonight. Of course, we are taking only 4 drivers out of each heat race. Everybody else is going to have to go to a last chance qualifier here a little bit later on. There you see Brian Wilderson out front here. Wilderson has led every lap. Hahn is running P number 2 with Ungari back in P3. Phillips is P4. He is the transfer spot here right now, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that Longhorn chassis. JD Designs entry. So Joel is your current last car in the transfer spot. Then it's going to be Andrew Payne in car number 93, Drew Cox, and then it's going to be McTavish back there running in the 7th position. John Senyu's currently sitting down on pit row. We'll see if he can get that car back out there. I don't think it's terminal damage for the driver of the 86, so we'll see if he can come back out here yet tonight. iRacing.com pace truck lights are off, though, so we're going to turn them back loose here. Going to be 6 laps at the line. Green flag's back into the air. Oh, contact between Ungari. Ungari's going to turn this 00 around. He hit the brakes and held on to it. We're going to have to count the lap as more than 3 cars had passed the start-finish line, but the Turn 3 Racing Network 00 of Doug Ungari, the driver out of Montana, having some issues on the restart, getting tangled with the 78 of Joel Phillips here tonight. So we're going to have to go back and we're going to have to watch this one to see exactly what happened. We're going to dissect this one. Watch the 00 and the 78J. Looks like the 78J had a little help there from Drew Cox in the 63 entry. I think Drew may have been up underneath the 78J of Phillips, turning the 78J into the 00 of Doug Ungari. We'll see if we can watch it back here. Right on board with Drew Cox. Yeah, you see that car turn. That means he was up underneath. The shovel nose here tonight with these cars is something we're going to have to watch. Because, well, the shovel nose on these late models are something that if they get up underneath someone, you just can't control it if you're the car in front. So taking a look at it, and race fans, be mindful that there is no quick repair here for any of these drivers. So if they do get damage here tonight, they are subject to have to race with the damage they have or go to pit road and see if they can get it fixed with their virtual crews. Otherwise, it might be a night ender for some of them. So the 00 of Doug Ungari does look like he is going to be able to carry on, so he will just tag the back of the field here. He has a couple cars ahead of him that he'll have to pass. He'll have to pass 3 cars to possibly get himself in to the A main event. Otherwise, he will have to go to the last chance qualifier. I was taking a peek at what we have here in store tonight after our feature event, or after our heat races here, when we do go to the last chance qualifier, and with how many drivers we have, we will unfortunately only send, it looks like at this time, 1 car home out of that last chance qualifier. So the pace truck down off the racing surface. Here we get ready to go. It's Brett Hahn and Brian Wilderson in second. Hahn did get around the race leader right before the caution flag came out. So now with 5 laps to go, here comes Wilderson. He's down to the inside. He'll throw a little bit of a slider. They're stacked up here. Here comes Drew Cox. He's trying to make a move. Oh, he's going to have a little electrical issue. And where did Drew Cox go? Looks like currently he has blinked off our timing and scoring screen. We'll see if he does come back. So it's Wilderson, it's Hahn, it's Phillips, it's Payne, it's McTavish, your top 5. So Andrew Payne currently sitting there in car number 93 as the last position in. 3 laps to go here, heat race number 2. Remember, the top 4 will advance to the 2 cars you see on the screen right now of Phillips and Payne. They are in. Oh, Payne going to go up. He's going to ride the berm. Going to put that left front on there. He's going to pop a little bit of a wheelie. 2 laps to go for him. This time by at the line. McTavish is coming, though. Car number 939. You saw that he had a little bit of issues earlier on in this one. He is actually starting to make up some ground on the 2 that are in front of them. But the battle is currently at the front of the field. Hahn has it at the striped white flag. 1 lap to go. That Alienware entry, though. Wilderson trying to get it done here. The lead over half this heat race. It'll be the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Who will have it off turn 4? Give it to the Asphalt Racer. Brett the Jet gonna win. It's gonna be Wilderson, Phillips, and it looks like Andrew Payne actually slipped off the banking, so Glenn will be the last chance, or the last driver in. So Brett the Jet winning, though. He'll lock himself into a good starting spot here tonight in the A main. So that puts heat race number 3 starting to make its way to the starting lineup here. And this is how your starting lineup will go for heat race number 3. Tim Rogers in car number 21, the Downforce Sim Racing driver, will start on the front row. Sean Hayes in car number 9 out of Carolina will roll off from position number 2. That's going to be Big Chuck Darling in the BNC Racing number 88 out of Michigan. Nathan Henry in car number 59 out of Indiana, the only Indiana driver here tonight in the field. He will roll off from position number 4. Eric Papineau will start there in P number 5, with Bruce Perry, the Mad Sim Racing number 39, rolling off from position number 6. Starting in P number 7 here tonight, he drives car number 18. This is going to be Josh Brackett. 7 cars here for heat race number 3. Still got another heat race coming up after this one. Once again, we got to thank tonight's sponsor, of course, Tagarè Property Management down there in Virginia. Let the Tagarè Corporation do the work for you so that you can relax and enjoy your free time. Contact Tagarè Property Management today and get your name on the books. But we are getting ready. Heat race number 3 right here. 7 drivers, 10 laps going to be the distance. We're going to see which one now will put their name there in heat number 3 record book. 10 laps, race fans. Who do you think has this one? Pace car down and away, and they are going to waste no time. Here we go. 10 laps the distance. Rogers has it down into turn number 1. Tim Rogers, but he is being pressured. Here comes the Say Hey kid. Here comes Sean Hayes. He's to the outside in that rocket number 9. Battle, though, for the P number 3 position. Henry to the outside in car 59. Big Darling works the bottom side of the speedway with car 88. Seen Darling run a lot of asphalt stuff. This is the first time we get to lay our sights on car number 88 running here on the dirt side of things. He drives it way down with that Corvette nose piece. He's able to hold the bottom side of the speedway, though. A great run. Still battling back there. Papineau and Brackett battling for that 6th and 7th position, but this is right here on the transfer spot. Darling has the transfer spot, but here comes Perry. Bruce Perry in car number 39 trying to make his way around. He'll look to the outside of the speedway, see if he can find a little bit of a groove. Darling currently holding down that spot. 7 to go as they pass the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum back there. Here comes Perry. He'll go to the bottom side. A little contact down there on 3 and 4. Perry comes up off the bottom side of the speedway. He gives a lot of room down the front straightaway. Now he's going to try and regroup himself, almost making a little contact between the two down there in 1 and 2. Perry getting a little sideways. It's going to allow Chuck Darling. Contact just behind them. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. Eric Papineau back here making a little contact. Car number 43. Driver of that number 43 out of Williamsburg, Virginia, the Liberty Live Church entry. Battling back here with, Josh Brackett, and around goes car 18. Will he hang on to it? 5 laps to go. The 18 of Brackett keeps his foot in it. We look like we should stay green here with 4 laps to go. The battle is out front. It's Rogers, and it's the Say Hey Sean Hayes out front. They have opened up a huge gap. It looks like currently about 2.5 seconds back. 3 to go this time by at the line for heat race number 3 here tonight. There's your race leader, Tim Rogers, currently out by, called about 4 car lengths over that Rockets iRacing Wraps. Popsicle sticks that time going by. Say Hey is up there on the outside. He's got a great run that time. Rogers slipped a little bit on the bottom side of the speedway. The race is really on here for the top spot now. Is it going to be Tim Rogers? Is it going to be Sean Hayes who comes back around here? Hayes trying to work to the inside. He will be there. White flags up as it is a heads-up race here for P1. Rogers going to be able to rocket ship right back around the outside there, holding Sean Hayes down to the bottom side. Final time through 3 and 4. It is going to be Tim Rogers, possibly. Last-ditch effort here for Hayes. It will not be good enough. It's going to be Tim Rogers picking up heat race number 3. And then that final position, though, the transfer in will go to Bruce Perry. Nathan Henry is in. Sean Hayes makes it in, and Tim Rogers is the winner here for heat race number 3. And Darling, Papineau, and Brackett will all have to go to a last chance qualifier, which is actually coming up right here, race fans. So this is the LCQ starting to make their way to the grid here tonight. So we'll have our last chance qualifier straight into the last chance qualifier. No time needed here to work on the track prep here tonight. Of course, our iRacing officials have this track set up perfectly. As you see the field start to assemble down here. So the last chance qualifier going to look like this. Your starting lineup, 11 drivers going to be taking the starting grid here tonight. Starting P1, driving car 710. This is going to be Dan Parmalee. Biz outside, car number 93, Andrew Payne. He had a quick car there in a heat race number 2, just missed it by 1 spot, so he'll start second. Starting car 88, the B&C Racing, Chuck Darling. Back there in P3. Starting P4 here tonight, Jamie Beasley will start car 4, back in the 4th position. Drew Cox in car 63 will start 5th with Eric Papineau back there in car 43, going from 6th. 7th here will be Richard Pruitt. He will start car 24. 7th, Doug Ungari in the 00 Turn 3 Racing Network entry will start 8th. 9th here will go to Josh Brackett in the 18 car. John Kane will start 10th, and John Senyu will start shotgun to the field with the OG Racing number 86. That is your 11-car field here tonight. We will go 12 laps, it looks like, for the last chance qualifier. If I did write the notes scribbled on my notepad here tonight correctly, that was passed along. Top 6 drivers, so 6 drivers. Look like they should lock themselves in right here, so maybe our notepad is a little scribbled out and wrong tonight. We'll come by this time. We will drop the green flag here in in the last chance qualifier. I want to go for another heat race fans. What do you think here tonight? And now I'm actually being passed along the note. Top 10 cars out of this one. 1 car is going home here this evening. Slow start there by Parmalee, but we will take the green flag, and it's going to be 12 laps. And one of them going to bounce it off the curb down there. That was going to be Darling in car number 88. He just bounced it off the curb with the NorthsideTowing.net entry. So Darling moving back, and here comes the 43. Papineau trying to really get on the hammer early. He's following car 00 of Doug Ungari. Ungari able to pull the backup car off the hauler, because that car is looking absolutely beautiful, that orange. And I gotta say, even Al Smith's head is on the car of that 00. We don't need his head being any bigger. Of course, we got Dave of the Cave on that 00 car also. Leading lap number 2, though. And Ungari going to bounce it off the wall. He's going to wall ride it down into turn number 1. Ungari goes up over steps on himself. And, man, he's got to regroup here. Doug Ungari falling backwards. Papineau got around him. Now Brackett's there. Kane is right there. And Senyu also. Right now, the driver that is sitting in the oh-no spot, who is right on the, he's on the outside looking in. It's Richard Pruitt, the driver out of Sanford, North Carolina. But, oh, no. Senyu has a problem in car 86. He's up against the outside wall. The LT-sponsored entry. Luke Oil. He was in a transfer spot inside the top 10, and all of a sudden, car 86 jumped out from underneath him, and he is now sitting outside the transfer spot. You don't want to be sitting in the outside the transfer spot for too long here tonight because, man, with 8 laps to go, anything could happen. Drew Cox right now in position number 6, works the bottom side of the speedway. Everybody right up against that berm. Tucked in as close as they can get here tonight. 7 laps to go in the last chance qualifier here at the Knoxville Raceway. Andrew Payne still out front. He'll lead another one, set him up, knock him down. The Payne train is coming here tonight. The number 93, Andrew Payne, out front leading this one. Look how far he is out ahead of Darling, who has the second position now over Parmalee. Beasley is fourth. Papano is back there running in the fifth position. Cox, Ungari, Brackett, Kane, Pruitt, your top 10 drivers right now that would transfer in if we ended this one right here. This is the battle for the fifth position. Here comes the 43. Papano really having some good speed in that Liberty Live Church entry. That 43's got the king numbers on him. Is he going to be king here tonight? 4 to go. Battling inside the top 5. Trying to pick up that 4 spot. Oh, he's going to wiggle it off the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes Drew Cox. Cox is going to get into the back of him. Oh, he's going to get split. Josh Brackett and Doug Ungari just held the pedal to the metal here tonight, and they went right around the outside. They said, Drew, thank you for that one. Help you hang on to it, but we got to go. That's going to drop Drew back to running in the 8th position here with just 3 laps to go. He's still in the show, but he's a little bit closer to that cut line. There is the battle for the cut line here, as next time by, they will see the popsicle sticks here tonight going into the air. It'll be 2 laps to go in the last chance qualifier. Richard Pruitt right now has it over John Senyu. Senyu trying to work his way back into it. We'll keep our eyes fixed right here because this is who will either be in or go home here tonight. Andrew Payne with a commanding lead out front. Final time around the speedway for these two, and it is definitely a heated battle. Because now one car showing off our timing and scoring a transponder. Oh, a little bit of a hip check there. Senyu wants the spot. Andrew Payne will win this last chance qualifier. Last chance here for Senyu. It's not going to be good enough. Pruitt will lock himself in here tonight, but Andrew Payne picks up that last chance qualifier. So congratulations to Andrew Payne for picking up the last chance qualifier here tonight. So one car did go home. Unfortunately, that was Senyu. So he will have to now sit down in the hauler and wait to see what happens here in this feature event. So the feature event coming up for the first time ever right here for the Tagarè Property Management. And let's take it down trackside. Starting lineup looks like this. Virtual of the invert here tonight of the top 5 drivers. This is going to be the driver that starts on the front row. Taking the pole here tonight in the feature event. This is going to be the driver out of Pennsylvania. It will be Brian Wilderson. Wilderson starting on the pole here in our feature event to his outside, driving car number 13 out of Carolina. This is going to be Josh Cottle. Tim Rogers in car number 21 will roll off from P number 3. Brett the Jet Hahn will roll off P number 4. Starting at P number 5, he set quick time and won heat race number 1. Starting back into the 5th position, the driver out of Michigan, driving the 05. This is Eric Lake. Say hey, Sean Hayes will roll the 9 car here in 6th. And Jacob Lassiter goes from P number 7. Joel Phillips in car 78 will go 8th here tonight, with Nathan Henry in car number 59 going in 9th. Starting in the 10th position here out of Florida, driving car number 942. This is going to be Brett Carlton. McTavish, that's Glenn McTavish in the 939 going 11th, with Bruce Perry back there in car number 39 going 12th on the starting lineup in the feature event. 13th, it's going to be the driver that won the last chance qualifier. It's going to be Andrew Payne. Charles Darling in 14th, 15th to Don Parmley. Mr. Beasley will roll car 4 from 16th, 17th to Papanu in the 43. Ungari in the 00 made it in. He'll go 18th, 19th to Brackett. John Kane will roll off from 20th. Drew Cox back in 21st, and Richard Pruitt in 22nd starting position. That is your 22-car field here tonight for the first A main feature event for the Tagarè Property Management Late Model Series. The Pro Late Models are on the speedway, and they are ready to put on a show for all you race fans. We have to thank each and every one of you race fans for tuning in here once again. If it wasn't for all the race fans tuning in here, we wouldn't be able to do this amazing show here tonight on YouTube, on the Turn 3 Racing Network YouTube page, and live on our Facebook page here tonight. We are racing for the first time in the Tagarè Property Management Pro Late Model Series here at Knoxville. Great start by all the drivers as they work themselves off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway for the first time. 50 laps the distance, and Wilderson will lead lap number 1 here tonight at Knoxville. Look at the battle back here for 5th, though. That was the 5. That's the 05, I believe, on the scoring X5 on his car for all the race fans. That's Eric Lake. He was just getting bounced around. I believe he made contact. That was with Brett the Jet. 3 wide racing here tonight at Knoxville, lap number 2. Well, we told you were going to see fireworks, race fans, and of course these drivers are absolutely showing you what they got. Here comes the 9, the Say Hey Kid of Sean Hayes, trying to make it up through the middle. He will pick off the 05 of Eric Lake. One car up against the outside wall. That's going to be Nathan Henry. Henry up against the outside wall with the Valpro entry. So as he gathers it back up, we stay green. Looks like Papineau has had a problem in car 43 here. We'll see if that's going to issue the caution flag to come out here on lap number 5. Everybody having a great run up front here, though. Brett the Jet still holding down to that third position. He's not known for his dirt track racing abilities. He's known more, well, for running asphalt out there in Michigan in the Midwest. There's Jacob Lasseter, the Tennessee driver. Oh, big wiggle that time from Tim Rogers. Hahn going to have to get off the gas, so the Jet's going to have to cool the Jets here tonight. Lasseter says, hey, I know how to work the bottom side of the speedway here. So Jacob Lasseter working the bottom side. Here comes that 9-star entry, though. Hayes trying to work his way back into this one. Right on board. Sean Hayes right now having that Tagarè Property Management onboard camera with him right on board for a lap around Knoxville here with the Say Hey Kid. Oh, a big wheelie going down into the corner. He's going to lift that left front and really roll the car over. Contact into Jacob Lasseter. Lasseter just trying to hold that spot and got a little contact from behind him. One car to pit road. That's going to be the 4 of Jamie Beasley. He has pulled it down on lap number 3 here tonight. As we watch the battle still at the front of the field here tonight. Oh, contact. That's the 43, I believe, of Eric Papineau. Something has gone wrong with the 43. He's trying. Oh, one of them going to get turned. That's going to be Tim Rogers. Rogers is going to get turned here on lap number 9. Just started lap number 9, and the top 3 cars did cross the start-finish line, so we will go caution. Oh, big jump down into turn number 1. More cars have gone around other than just Tim Rogers here tonight. It looks like Bruce Perry, Andrew Payne, Joel Phillips having some issues also. The 43 of Papineau also having some issues, so not just Tim Rogers going around. Waiting for the truck back there behind the grandstands to tell us they have seen the crash here and what it is. Let's take the look. See one car slow down to the inside. I believe that was John Kane down to the inside, and then they came off the corner. There was Papineau and the 9-star of Hayes getting underneath the 21. That's what started it, and then I believe a couple other cars, we did see him get down into the corner there. See the 29 coming to pit road. That was John Kane. What happened to the 78J, though? The Longhorn chassis rocket racing setups. Oh, he came down off. He went down low, came off the berm, up the speedway. One of them went up and over. That's the 39 car. Car 39 of Bruce Perry was up and over. The 93 also involved here of Andrew Payne. Right on board with the Tagarè Property Management onboard camera here on the 78J of Joel Phillips. Hear him gas it up, and then all of a sudden, car to the outside, and then he's going to get tagged, and around he goes. That's what brings out the first caution flag here tonight. But we're getting ready, geared up, ready to go back racing here. Everybody is 2x2 at the front of this. It will be Wilderson up front, Hahn, Lasseter, Hayes, your front 2 rows. Front 4 cars, we should say. Green back into the air. It'll be 9 laps officially in the books here. Everybody away. Looks like a good clean start by everybody as they go down into turn 1. Connell right now has lost a couple spots since the drop of the green flag here in the first 10 laps. There goes the star 5 entry. Eric Lake taking back his 5th position. He's trying to run down the 9-star. The 9-star of Sean Hayes is going to get to the outside here of Jacob Lasseter. That Max Green entry, that orange 51 entry. He is a magician with these pro late models, especially down around the bottom side of the speedway. We'll see if he can work the bottom side of the speedway to his advantage here tonight at Knoxville. He's going to make a liar out of us. He's going to go to the top side of the speedway here. That 9-star now working on Brett the Jet. Here comes Lassiter. Lassiter going to go to the bottom of the 9-star, going to jump the cushion up into the outside wall. Says the hey, say hey, kid. That Rocket iRacing Raps entry going to lose a couple spots. He's going to go down to about the 7th position. Here comes Doug Ungari in the 00. Driver out of Montana, the barbecue man. Trying to get it done. Trying to bring that orange turn 3 racing posse on the 9-star up into the outside wall once again down into turn number 1. It's a rough corner here right now for Sean Hayes. Doesn't quite have the handle underneath it. 13 laps in the book, working lap number 14. Doug Ungari right there trying to stick that shovel nose up underneath the bars of that number 9. Couple drivers have headed to pit road. It looks like currently Papineau and Kane down on pit road. They are being shown off with the timing and scoring here tonight. Also looks like Charles Darling has also taken his car to pit road. Don't look now, but that is the battle for second also. Brett Hahn, Jacob Lassiter right now battling for P number 2. Then they got Lake and Connell back there that are starting to run them down. Caution flag is out onto the speedway. Caution lights are on. The 39 of Bruce Perry looks like he has had to take a quick tow to pit road here tonight. So that'll put us under the second caution flag of the evening. Take the look back here. Watch the 39 of Bruce Perry down to the inside. Oh, just lost it and car stuck right into the guardrail. Right on board, Bruce Perry. I believe the kids nowadays call that full send. So as Perry had to take the tow to pit road, his night is going to end, it looks like. It's an unfortunate way to start the season off by having a damaged car here tonight. He'll join a couple drivers behind the wall. Charles Darling, John Kane, Jamie Beasley, and Eric Papineau have all taken their car behind the wall. It actually looks like before being told the Mountain Dew entry has made his way back out onto the speedway. So the driver out of Sanford has back out there on the speedway. I'm going to guess by his picture here tonight, race fans, Jamie is a Kevin Harvick fan. I don't know if you're able to see that, but that does look like definitely a Kevin Harvick fan right there. iRacing.com Pace Truck Silverado lights are off here at Knoxville. So as the lights are on here at Knoxville, we're going to turn these Pro Late models back loose. Wilderson with a great start. Lassiter and Hahn, though, battling for P2. Lassiter slips off the bottom side of the speedway. Star 5, or actually that might be the X5 there, actually. I think Eric Lake is trying to represent there tonight. That Race 1 entry. Race1.us. Working the outside of the speedway. Lap number 18 here, closing in on the halfway point home here at Knoxville for the season opener for the American Sim Racing Club. Presented by Tagarè Property Management is on fire here tonight. Don't tell the homeowners group. Doug Ungari back here in the battle with car 59. That is Nathan Henry to the outside. Here comes the 93. It's the Payne train of Andrew Payne going around the outside of that 00 of Doug Ungari. Parmley back there also. Everybody is migrated right now towards the top side of the speedway. Don't tell that to Hayes, though. Slide job coming down in turn number 1. He'll throw the slider on Josh Connell. Connell had to get out of the throttle down there. So that's going to put Hayes up into P number 5. Connell back to running into that 6th position. Here comes Jacob Lassiter back down to the bottom side. Do we see a slider down here? We do not. Lake going to throw a little bit of a more defensive line on that 51 of Jacob Laster, make him try to rebound. Doug Ungari taking a move right now. Oh, the pain train up against the outside wall. 3 wide, 4 wide, racing out of turn 2. They were 4 wide momentarily as Bartley, Rogers, and Henry just went around the pain train of Andrew Payne. Now he has to regroup. Payne just went and stepped up over the outside cushion here tonight. So with Andrew Payne slipping back there, he is now being scored into the 12th position tonight. He would like to be a little bit farther up. He was already inside the top 10, but he has slipped back. Biggest mover so far of the night, though. The driver out of Montana, driving that 00 entry. The Montana brand tools entry. Simbox. 00 of Doug Ungari doing it here tonight. Oh, contact just behind him. Barmley was up underneath the 21 of Tim Rogers. Remember, Rogers was the heat race number 3 winner here tonight. Started in P number 3, and now Rogers back to running into the 10th position. Something not to the liking of the 21 here tonight. Some good battles all over the raceway, though. There's the battle for the race lead. Don't blink, because the down 471 of Brett Hahn, the Jet, is there. He'll go to the inside, down the back straightaway. Slide job coming here. Tagarè Property Management, number 71, going to slide up the speedway. Crossover here by Wilderson. Wilderson going to have it at the line, give it right back to the 951. Brian has a hot shoot here tonight. He is an alien, lifting the left front tire down there off the corner. Hill Power rocket ship down the back straightaway here. 25 laps to go, that time by at the line. It'll be 24 this time when they come across the start-finish line. Your top 2 have checked out by about a little over a second. 2nd and a quarter over Jacob Laster right now. Car 51, the Flex Motorsports driver. Max Green entry back there in P number 3. John Hayes in the 9-star, the Rocket iRacing Wraps entry. He has picked up 2 spots since the drop of the green flag, and he rides high wide around the outside here tonight. Eric Lake still running in the 5th position. Connell is right there. Doug Ungari having the battle here with the 78J of Joel Phillips. One driver just had to take the quick tow to pit road. Something happened to car number 18 of Josh Brackett. He is down on pit road. So as he comes to pit road, he'll drop through the timing and scoring tower. Battle just behind Doug Ungari, that 9th and 10th position. Henry and Rogers side by side. They were for a moment. It's going to be the 59 holding on to it. Battle, though, for P number 3. It's the 9-star entry. The 9-star entry of Hayes just went around the outside of Jacob Lassiter. Lassiter, remember we talked about it. He was going to go to the bottom side of the speedway. We talked about it. He is there. Down on the bottom side, not quite going anywhere. These 2 slide job from the 21 of Tim Rogers. Rogers throws the slider. Here comes Henry. He's going to cross back over down the back straightaway. Can he throw the slider? Valpo not going to quite clear him. Has to lift off the throttle. 20 laps to go. Tim Rogers now has the advantage this time as he goes down into turn number 1. Can he hold on to it? Tim Rogers will hold on to it because he'll extend that gap there between him and Nathan Henry down the back straightaway. About 3 car lengths that time down into the corner. But these drivers, 3-car battle now. 3-car. Where did the 9-star come from? We knew he passed Jacob Lassiter, but he had contact there. Contact between Hayes and Brett Hahn. Hahn was up the track there a little bit. Now he fires back to the rear bumper. The bars off that 9-star entry. Sean Hayes, it looks like that car has come in here in the late going with 18 to go. He's looking for the race lead. He'll drive down to the bottom side of the speedway. Slide job by the 9-star. Crossover attempt coming here. Wilson been under attack there by Brett the Jet all night long, and he'll go down to the bottom. He'll throw his own slider right up to the cushion. He turns it left, gasses it back up, left front off the dirt. He'll carry it a little bit down the back straightaway, but it's going to be the 9-star of Hayes leading us here tonight. Here comes Brett the Jet. He'll now go to the outside. Can he jet around the outside? Here comes Wilderson. He'll throw the slider now down into the corner. Not going to quite be able to clear Hayes. Hayes says, hey, and he rockets back around for the race lead. 3 cars here for the battle at the race lead. They still have over a second and a half back to Jacob Laster, so 3 cars with 15 to go, this time by at the line, battling it out for the race lead. The 9-star stepped over the cushion there a little bit, entering turn number 1, but he's able to find the cushion and rocket back down the back straightaway. Here comes another slide attempt here. Wilderson going to just hold it down to the bottom. It looked like he was going to drive it real hard off into the corner. Lap traffic will play a factor here tonight in this one before the checkered flag flies. The 9-star Rocket iRacing Wraps rocketing around the outside of the speedway still. He'll come up on the number 4 of Beasley. Here comes the 9-star. He'll go to the bottom, slide up in front of the 4. He'll slide up. Now he's got to work with McTavish. McTavish going to hold the outside lane there. He is driving car number 939 here tonight. That'll put him a lap down on the scoring pylon. Also put Brett Carlton a lap down. That's actually Carlton that he just went around. 71 of Hahn got second there. It looks like Wilderson got stuck behind the slower number 4 in the lap traffic car. Here he comes. He's really going to roll it down to the bottom side of the speedway. Contact between the top 2. Second place battle really exchanging some paint. A couple Nerf bar shovel noses being thrown at people up here inside the top 3. Wilderson has that second spot back with that Alienware. 951. Here comes the Jet. He'll jet down to the bottom, slide up to the top. He'll lift the left front. Once again, they're battle side by side. Perfect slide job opportunity here. Brian going to go right back to the bottom. Slide job down at 3 and 4. They're coming back to the line this time. Should see 10 laps to go. Double high five at the line. And once again, slider down in turns 1, out of turn number 2. The Jet lifts the left, but here comes Wilderson. He'll drive right back down to the bottom side. Wilderson with that second position. While they continue to do this, the 9-star of Hayes has absolutely checked out. 2.5 up the road, working lap traffic to perfection as we still watch the slide job. But brigade back here just keep going at each other. This time, almost a bicycle there by Wilderson. Wilderson down on that curbing. That's going to let Honda get right back around with a lot of power, a lot of steam. He'll go to the bottom side of the speedway. He's going to try and slide car number 24. He will. That's going to put Wilderson a little slower behind car 24 there. That was 24 of Richard Pruitt, the car that transferred in for the last chance qualifier. Look at that 951. The alien entry is just absolutely throwing her on top of that curb. Now he'll throw the slider once again. Nothing has changed at the top spot other than it has now grown to 2 seconds. Oh! The Jet down the whoop section into the outside wall. He's going to jump the cushion in 3 and 4. He'll bounce it off. That's actually going to allow Jacob Laster's actually started to close in on the gap for this battle for third. 6 to go this time by. Doug Ungari in a heated exchange also back here. Him and Tim Rogers and Joel Phillips are battling. There you see those 3 cars underneath the blanket. That's the 7th, 8th, and 9th position. High five from the flagman. He's waving at all of them as Hans says, hey, I wave at you too. Slide job down in 1 and 2. This time he's going to go down to the bottom. He's actually going to protect from that slider line. So Wilderson going to have to try and regroup here. 4 to go at the line. The Say Hey kid is just absolutely gone. Sean Hayes is blistering the track surface. Now it looks like Brett the Jet may have this spot, but oh, hold on. Hold on to the whistle here, race fans, because Brian says, hold on, Brett. Side by side at the line. 3 laps to go here tonight. Wilderson back down to the bottom side of the speedway. Hahn having to try and throttle it up. 3 to go. The popsicle sticks for the Say Hey kid will come out this time by. There it is. The Rocket iRacing Wraps. Number 9-star. Got 2 laps to go that time by at the line. See if he can finish this one off. He has lapped a ton of cars here tonight. That battle that was for second has cooled off. I say cooled off when I say there's the 71 of Brett the Jet. This time by the Say Hey kid, though, he's going to see the white flag fly. Sean Hayes in the 9-star picks up the white flag. He is gone as he works around the 93 Andrew Payne. That is the car that runs into the 11th position. So the top 10 cars are the only cars on the lead lap. There's the 9-star. He'll rocket off the top of turn number 3 and 4 to pick up the season opener for the American Sim Racing Club. Tagarè Property Management Pro Late Model Series will go to Sean Hayes. Second will go to Brian Wilderson. Brett the Jet Hahn will round down the top 3. Jacob Lassiter was going to be finishing. Oh, 1 car turned at the start finish line. I believe that was Carlton that got turned around at the line. Unofficial results on the left-hand side of the screen. There's your winner here tonight. Winning the first ever race for the Tagarè Property Management Pro Late Model Series here for the American Sim Racing Club. Sean Hayes picks up 5 spots to take the win. Congratulations to him. A great opening race here tonight at Knoxville. So as he parks it down here along the front straightaway, we're going to take a quick break here from Knoxville, and we'll be back here with your top 3 finishers after these messages.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Knoxville Raceway. Here tonight, home for the season opener for the Tagarè Property Management Pro Late Model Series for the American Sim Racing Club. And let me tell you, they call this the sprint car capital of the world. Well, I think these big old taxi cabs here tonight put on a better show than what we would have seen if we brought the 410 Outlaws here tonight. It's just my opinion, and don't trust me. I'm from Posse Land here in Pennsylvania. I love my 410 sprint cars, but these taxi cabs tonight for the American Sim Racing Club, these drivers brought out all the haymakers, slide jobs, shovel noses. We've seen it all here tonight in one heck of a season opener. Of course, our post-race show is brought to us by Tagarè Property Management. Let's head down trackside right now to talk to the top 3 podium finishers. Let's start things off with the driver that parked it in victory lane here tonight. It's the 9-star of Sean Hayes. Sean, a great run for you in this car here tonight. The question is, where did this Rocket iRacing Wraps car come from? Because about midway through the race, it seemed like you were able to drop a gear and just power right around everybody tonight.
Yeah, I didn't have the best qualifying effort. I felt pretty good towards the end of the heat. I knew I'd be good once the cushion formed up. Messed up pretty early and got in the wall and fell back through the field. And I guess nobody else was able to run it as good as I was, and I was just catching them, throwing them, doing that, and throwing haymakers.
Well, you got the race lead back behind you. Wilson and Hahn kept throwing the sliders back and forth at each other. You were just able to absolutely drive away. But once you started to drive away from those two, it looked like lap traffic was kind of all over this place. How were you able to navigate through the traffic and keep this 9-star clean?
Yeah, the first few were a little scary. I didn't know where they were going to be. And then when we were all still in the group, we got up on some of them. That was really scary, too, not knowing where they were going to go. And it honestly really helped me, though. I was able to run the high side when the first 2 or 3 we caught when they wrecked and didn't get a caution. But, yeah, it was scary the first few, but I got to thank Andrew Payne there on the last lap. He went to the bottom. It really helped me out instead of having to try and race them to get by them pretty much.
Well, now that may have helped you out here tonight, here in Knoxville, but now you got to already be starting to think about next week when we head to the Eldora Speedway in Ohio, because now that you won, with the way the rules package is set up here with the American Sim Racing Club, you will have to start shotgun on the field, I believe, if you make the feature event next week. How do you negotiate that at Eldora already? You got to be thinking about it. It's got to be on the mind.
I mean, Eldora is a pretty straightforward track on iRacing at least, and usually it's all the way around the top, similar to how tonight was here at Knoxville. But hopefully, I can get through it clean without tearing my own stuff up or anybody else's.
Well, a great run here tonight for you, Sean. Before we let you go, I know there's a lot of sponsors on the side of the 9-star here that you got to give those shout-outs to that make this all possible here tonight at Knoxville.
I want to go ahead and thank ASRC for starting up a dirt series, and then got to thank Rockets Irish Raps for the rap on the Backstretch podcast for local dirt track news around the North Carolina area. A&R Transport for trucking, Hangout Chat Motorsports, and Randy's Custom Lettering, and Max Shirts Diesel Performance.
Well, there you hear it from your winner tonight. He picks up 5 spots here tonight at Knoxville, and he parks that 9-star into victory lane. That is your race winner, Sean Hayes. Congratulations to him. He will pick up the win here tonight at Knoxville. He should. We're going to have to wait to see how all the points really shake down, but he should be one of the top contenders here as we get set to leave Knoxville. Running in that second position as they came across the line, and Brian, it was not an easy one for this Alienware, number 951. I believe you and Brett Hahn out there throwing slide jobs, looking like you guys actually were talking about that one, practice that one probably in practice, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't know if we actually got to practice that in practice, but I think we were throwing the same sliders in the heat race. And, once we got up to switching up positions, the number 9 car just walked away from us. And I'm really not sure where he even came from. I was keeping my eye on that 71 behind me, and then the 9 car really came out of nowhere once it slipped up, and he really took off. So he was kind of on another planet, in that, so to speak, and we just couldn't keep up with him.
What more did you need, though, out of this 951 here tonight to really go and compete with Hayes, who just pretty much put a blistering on this field?
Yeah, we needed to find that dirt that he was finding, man. He had something hooked up there once it slipped off that I couldn't find. And like I said, once I got tangled up there with the 71, and we were throwing sliders for about 10 laps, and we lost a lot of time on him. So once we got up to switching up positions, there was no catching.
Well, great show that you and Brett at least put on for the battle for second here tonight. Who made this all possible back home in the shop, making this 951 ready here for Knoxville?
Oh, I got to thank the ASRC League for putting this on for us, and Alienware Simware for sponsoring the car.
There you hear it from the driver out of Pennsylvania, located just down the road here from the Turn 3 Racing Network studios, racing virtually. Brian Wilderson will pick up P number 2. Now it's time for the final podium position. It's the Jet from Michigan. Brett the Jet, a great run here tonight. You told me beforehand, maybe not so much of a dirt racer, but trying your hand at it here as of late, not just on iRacing, but getting ready in the real world side of things. How did you negotiate this Knoxville Raceway tonight?
I tell you what, Roger, it was a learning experience every lap. I had a bunch of fun, great battling that whole time with Brian there. That was a heck of a battle, but Roger just trying to learn the track, see where the groove's going, try and navigate that, and as the car is sideways, trying to keep that thing pointed in the right direction and try and get the best drive off as he could.
Usually on the asphalt side of things for you, Brett, you see that car sideways and you think, oh no, but here tonight you had to drive that 71 completely sideways. Tell us and talk us through that battle there with Brian for that second position after Sean had already said see you later.
Yeah, well, even backtracking a little bit, Roger, I was trying to set up Brian, wait behind him, try and see if we could pull away from the field, and we did, and then all of a sudden I saw Sean Hayes reeling us both in when we were kind of single file from I don't know how far back, and I'm like, oh man, he is on a mission. So then we started the slide jobs, and he caught us even quicker. And then, yeah, once he got around us and checked out, I said, all right, I'm going to try and get P2 back. And we threw, I think, at least a dozen slide jobs back and forth. It was a bunch of fun. I got to learn every time I threw a slide job with how to do one, and I think I'll get hopefully I'll get better as the season goes on, because this dirt stuff, like you said, is pretty new to me, and glad to be racing with some of these guys who clearly know what they're doing.
Well, don't say you don't know what you're doing out there, because, boy, you sure made this 71 look fast here tonight. Really sturdy down around the bottom side. You were able to hold on to her here. But, Brett, we're going to let you go get ready, because Eldora is just next week, and I think you need to practice out there. So before we let you go, who made it all possible back home in Michigan?
Yep, of course, Roger. All the Brett the Jet fans out there watching on the stream, glad I could park it in the podium position here tonight. Downforce Racing, Rogers Cars, the Boosted Brothers Broadcasting with Brett the Jet Productions on there. Tudor's Machine, you gotta shout them out when you can. And of course, you, Roger, for being in the booth, doing an awesome job with the calls. I can't wait to rewatch this race. And of course, the main sponsor of the car and of the series, Tagarè. Got to thank them for coming out, supporting this league, supporting me. Hopefully I can put a smile on their faces when they see this thing, at least get to the podium spot and get an interview. And then, of course, everyone at ASRC, Dave Payton for putting on this awesome series, and all the other admins there and all the league sponsors from Luke Oil, Frito-Lay, Tagarè, of course, like I said, and Turn 3, you guys. So I think I hit everyone on that long checklist there, Roger.
I think Brett just thanked everybody that was also in the United States government here tonight. Congratulations to Brett, though. We'll let him get out of here and try and go make sure that 71 passes technical inspection down there. They'll put him on the weigh scale in a little bit and see if he checks in here tonight. So your top three, Sean Hayes, Brian Wilson, and Brett the Jet Hahn are your top three. Let's take a quick look here if we can, if the truck has that queued up for us here tonight. Take a quick look at your feature results here. Find where your favorite driver finished here tonight in the 50-lap main event. There is all the drivers that did take the green flag here in the feature event. 22 drivers to be exact. Your biggest mover and shaker that came through the field, that was Doug Ungari. He had to go to the last chance qualifier to qualify in here tonight. He started back into the 18th position, finished in the 7th spot. The man who's going to have a lot to rebound going forward here, because he has a lot of ground to make up, that's going to be the driver of that number 43, Eric Papineau. He had a pretty quick 43 in that last chance qualifier, and then all of a sudden the wheels fell off of it here in the feature event. John Kane having some connection issues with the iRacing server. Of course, Charles Darling also having a couple issues. Bruce Perry, and Josh Brackett also having some issues here tonight. All in all, though, for an opening round here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway, it was an absolute blast to be here tonight. Race fans, we hope you really enjoyed tonight's show, but we got to thank the American Sim Racing Club for bringing the Turn 3 Racing Network on board. Of course, we got to thank Tagarè Property Management also for being the premier sponsor here for the pro late model side of things. We thank them for their continued support, and race fans, we really thank you all for being here with us tonight at Knoxville. We will be able to catch more racing action with the American Sim Racing Club just next week when we head to the Eldora Speedway in Ohio, the famous Eldora Speedway. Catch that right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, all the racing action for the Dirt Series right here every Tuesday night. But for everybody at the American Sim Racing Club, everybody at Tagarè Property Management, all of us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, my name is Roger Muth, and we can't wait to see you just next time at the races.